The pepper real quick for this Philly, ground beef Philly cheesesteak. Let's get in here. Got a couple of them on there. Check it out. Which one I want? That one's not really right. I don't really want it too hot, so we'll take that one.
Yo, it's your boy Cardinal Red, and we back for some more of that Ghetto Gourmet. And today we making ground beef Philly cheesesteak. Oh yeah, let's get it. Alright, man, I already picked my pepper, so let's get this chopped up, man, real fast so we can get that sauteed off. It's no real, designated way of doing this. You chop it how you like. Chop it thick, chop it thin, dice it. Put it in the magic chopper if you want to. However you like it, man. You know what I'm saying? No specifics to this right here. So go and get your pepper chopped up. This right here is a hot banana pepper. When I went to go purchase my plants, I grabbed the wrong one. I wanted sweet banana peppers, but I got hot, so going a little spicy today. Alright, man, let's get this onion ready. This, what do you call this? You call it the onion wrapper? The outer layer. Let's get this shell off this onion. Alright, man, and then we're gonna, like I said, there's no specifics to this. You can slice it, dice it, julienne it, however you like it. I just cut it into some strips. Any way you like it. No specifics here. And me personally, if I had a little extra time, I would like to have added a few more vegetables to this. Maybe some mushrooms, a couple olives, But let's get our ground beef in our pan. We are using 80-20. Should have got the chuck with a bit of a little more fat, but got the ground beef, so it is what it is. We eating, so no need to complain. Somebody out there's not eating, so why complain? Anyway, back to the beef. Let's get this browned off real quick. This is a pretty quick recipe. It's not a lot to it. Basically just gonna saute this off here real fast. And get that browned off. I don't know why I paused there for a second. Had a brain fart, I guess. I got enticed by the food. I'm hungry while I record this, so I guess I just started looking at started reminiscing upon the beef. Anyway, let's get this browned up, man. I guess you could do this in a what they call cast iron skillet. Would probably be, probably brown it a little faster. Stainless steel has cast iron needs time to heat up too, but stainless steel for some reason I don't like working with it. But that's nor here nor there. Let's get some oil in our pan, our little frying pan here for so we can saute our onions and our peppers in. We're gonna saute those down. Some people like them caramelized. Some people like them a little crunchy. I took them to about translucent, right before caramelization starts. So it's just where I wanted them at, no biggie. Take them where you like them. Like I said, if I was doing a little more planning, I would have probably added some extra vegetables, maybe some mushrooms, some olives. I don't know if a tomato will work in this. It might make the sandwich a little too, too much like Sloppy Joe. I didn't want it to be like Sloppy Joe. I want it to be more, cheesesteak. When they make a cheesesteak, there's really not a lot of, even though I put seasoning on the beef, it's not a lot of seasoning that goes on the sliced steak when they make a cheesesteak. It's more of the meat, and the vegetables and the cheese, you know, are the flavor compounds. So, let's get these onions here warmed up and translucent. Only takes a few minutes, you know. It's like I said, this recipe is not going to take your whole day up. You know, if you're hungry, you need to grab something quick before you run to work or go work out, or, you know, about to go fishing. Yeah. Sneak out the house to go fishing, you know what I mean? But you need you a nice little power-packed meal. Go make you one of these up. Make you two of them, man, if you're really hungry. But break these onions down here real quick. You know, some garlic would have been nice in this. I didn't have any I never really have spices on hand that I want to use when I'm filming these videos. I guess I should start planning these things out instead of freestyling. But man, we cooking for guys who got actual lives over here, man. So if you have a life and you don't have time to go, you know, plan every aspect of your day out, then you can roll with Cardinal Red over here, man, in the Ghetto Gourmet. Let's throw these peppers in here. These things are sauteed down real quick, just to try to bring a little bit of the flavor out of the pepper. The thing about peppers is if you eat them raw, they're extremely strong, and they're usually true to their flavor. Like if it's a spicy pepper, it's going to be really spicy if you eat it raw. But yet if you saute a pepper, even if it's spicy, there's always hints of sweet, you know, some hints of sweet in there that you can bring out just by, you know, sauteing them, warming them up, sauteing them down, and just bringing out the I think what happens is the capsaicin, I think I'm saying it right, starts to evaporate off a little bit when you start to saute them. Just brings a little bit of that sweetness out. So let's get this broken down here. Get this nice and caramelized. Shout out to everybody who hits that like button. Shout out to everybody who hits that subscribe button, man. I'm doing this for y'all, man. So throw a brother a little bit of encouragement every once in a while. I love it when I look at my sub count, and, you know, and people actually tuning in, you know, and hitting the buttons. So keep it up, people. I love you. So we got our onions and peppers broke down here. Let's get ready to add this back into our beef. Yeah, buddy, looking good. No, you was over her right now. But get that all incorporated in, and here we're gonna start adding our spices in. Spice it up however you like, man. You know, if you don't even want to add spices, if you just want to go with salt and pepper, you know, to keep the natural flavor of the beef, especially if you're using a product like cheese whiz or a liquid cheese, you know, to put over your ground beef cheesesteak, then you probably really don't want to add a lot of spice into it, because the cheese has a lot of salt and a lot of flavor already to it, which is going to bring a nice flavor compound to your sandwich. So really, when you're going with a product like cheese whiz or any type of liquid cheese product, you really don't even want to add spices to it, because I'm using string cheese. It's not a lot of flavor in those little strings, and when you melt them down, they melt away really fast, so they end up disappearing. So you're not getting a huge flavor boost off the cheese. But I mean, it really depends on what type of cheese you use. I'm just using a cheap kind of cheese today. So if you're using a stronger, sharper cheddar, or, you know, a more farm produced product, like, you know, someone's actually producing this at their farm, it's going to be a stronger flavor to it because it's fresher. So just keep that in mind. You know, I use some light salt, people, light salt, paprika. I got some basil here, a few shakes of the lamb's tail, not too much. Let's see, what do we do next? We got some parsley here. For some reason, couldn't get this parsley to come out, but I got what I needed. All Alright, got that on there. What's next? Yes, always. And I'm trying to give a floral essence to the meat, you know, because I didn't have a lot of earthy type of spices and herbs to use, like garlic and onion powder and stuff like that. So I went with more of the floral type of spices. So we had the last one was dill weed, and then we added a little splash of water to deglaze the pan. Get all those little bits and kibbles off the bottom of the pan, you know. It's actually where your flavor hides out. You know, if you're using a cast iron pan, you would notice a lot more bits and kibbles down there at the bottom that will enhance your flavor. So never get discouraged when you see stuff sticking. Oh yeah, buddy, let's get on in there, dive on in there. Alright, we got cheese. Yeah. If you're like I said, if you're using the cheese whiz, you don't want to incorporate it like this. But since I'm using a string cheese, I wanted to melt it down kind of fast. So just add it straight to your meat, and you're gonna get kind of the same combining effect that you would when you use cheese whiz, except for instead of putting it right on top, you're incorporating it within the meat. But it should still get the same flavor profile. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's get this on our bun here. Nothing special here, just a cheapest bun we could find, cheapest hoagie bun we could find. Yeah, buddy, get that filled up, pal, nice and tight right there, boy. Yeah, and you could even, I didn't have any, so I mean, right now, you could even throw a dollop of cheese whiz right on top of there. Wow. Man, talking about kicking it up a notch. But I'm going to add some more meat on her. Melt that little extra cheese I put right there on top. Yeah, looking good. Oh my God, don't you wish you was her?
Yeah, buddy. We all done, man. We're ready to eat. Starving over here. Get on in there, player. Yeah, buddy. Alright, man. Check the description box for the recipe if you like. Leave me a comment below. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what I need to make next, or what you'd like to see me make. Yeah, buddy. Thanks for watching the Ghetto Gourmet.
Medicine from the doctor that the people give at Eckers. Now check it. Heart medicine, high blood pressure. Motherfuckers ain't learning fucking lesson.